Hello, my Dhamma friend. Today is the third day of this study of the Sutra of the Perfect Enlightenment. So, I want to keep on doing this because it's really important to have a continuous study of the intellectual understanding of the ultimate reality or ultimate truth. So, the ultimate truth is to realize oneness, to enter the Dharma realm, which means you feel you're one with everything. You are living in the realm of awareness instead of in the world of body and mind. So let's click on the PDF file. Yesterday we ended from this. I will copy the contents here. Pity that that is only allowed 200 words in the chat. So I have to do this one by one. So Vajragarbha Bodhisattva asked the Buddha, "World-honored one, if all sentient beings are originally perfect Buddhas, then how is that they all possess ignorance? If sentient beings are originally ignorant, how can you say that they have always been perfect Buddhas? If all worldlings in the 10 directions are originally perfectly enlightened, but later give rise to ignorance, at what point does this happen? All sentient beings have suchness, and all of them are permeated by suchness equally. Then why are there differences between those who have faith and those who do not, as well as differences in the various times when faith arises? There's something permeates everything, in which every experience happen, of which every experience are made of, with which every experience is experienced or realized. And we are that. So all the body, mind, emotional experiences happen in this suchness. So in the ultimate truth permeates every body mind. So how many population now? We have 7 billion people. So 7 billion different body and 7 billion different minds. Every mind is like neurons, cosmic neuron. We talk, we share, we transmit information, in terms of science, physics, math, culture, language, arts, sports, everything. It's just like the neural electronical waves or impulses between different minds. Every human mind are one neuron in this cosmic brain. Think about that. And our human mind try to understand the purpose of life, the ultimate truth. The consciousness is expressed in the human minds. The consciousness, the cosmic consciousness is trying to understand its potential, which is infinite potentials, through our human brains. As the Sutra of Perfect Enlightenment said, the ultimate truth is already perfect and complete. But the consciousness itself, even though it's already perfect and complete, try to express itself, try to discover itself, try to realize itself. So that's the purpose of life. Through the finite body mind, we understand the essence of who we are infinite. It is already perfect and complete. So we keep on reading this. Therefore, all sentient beings are not called enlightened, since according to original incessant continuity of thoughts, they have never been free from thought. We say there is beginningless ignorance. Yes, we human beings are equipped with the power of thinking, but for most of us, it's kind of burden. Too much thinking, overthinking, you know, dwell in the past, expectation for the future, kind of very difficult to living in the moment, living in the now, make us anxious, anxiety, you know, 30, 50,000 to 80,000 thoughts per day for our average people. In this incessant continuity of thinking or thought, we lose ourselves. So meditation plays a role. Meditation plays a role here, calming the mind, like now. But the funny is, no matter we have this incessant thinking, there's always pure awareness behind it. So no matter we're thinking or not thinking, our mind is always calm. The pure mind, I mean. That's the most interesting thing. It seemingly covers the sky is seemingly be covered by the heavy clouds, but actually no cloud can really cover the sky. The sky is always there. Make sense? The ignorance are seemingly there to cover our pure crystal-like awareness. But our pure and crystal-like awareness, pristine awareness, is always there. Okay, we are page 22. So there's a number 21 here. We're on the page 22, but there's a number in the page 22, a number of 21. So in the SPE, or short for Sutra of Perfect Enlightenment, chapter of Sambhatabhadra Bodhisattva, the Buddha says in a similar vein, good sons, all sentient beings, various manifestations of illusions are born from the perfectly enlightened, marvelous mind of Tathagata, 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 sorry, 如来藏. So just like the sky flowers come to exist in the sky, so in the typical sutras, Buddhism sutras, we often use a metaphor, sky flowers, to describe the unreal illusions or unreal mayas. Sky flower, 空花, uh, a more modern metaphor or analogies. A patient with eye disease or eye sickness has say he or she has a cataract. There's a floaters on his or her eyes, so he see kind of floaters, which is unreal, right? So the floaters is more like a sky flowers in the Buddhism sutras. So it's unreal. Once you know it's unreal, it's okay for you if you realize. So even though the illusory flowers, the sky flowers, are erased, the nature of the sky is indestructible. So our pure awareness cannot be covered, even seemingly be covered by ignorance, the illusory ignorance. The awareness is always there, pure, pristine, unconditioned, unlimited. So keep reading. We are on page 22. Two other texts worthy of mention at this point, which treat the same topics, sudden, gradual, and innate and actualized enlightenment, through an essence function framework, and which are in some ways even closer to the Sutra of Perfect Enlightenment than either the awakening of Mahayana faith, 大乘起信论, or the two works by Yongjia Master Yongjia Xuanjue, the disciple of the sixth patriarch of Huineng. And it's 宗密大师. Okay, a lot of historical contents here. Let's go on reading. So we are on page 23. 宗密 is one of, so if you look at uh, page 23, 中密 680 to 8041, 841, sorry. So between 8th century and the 9th century. Zongmi is one of the most important figures in East Asian Buddhist history, especially valued by modern scholars for his detailed analysis of development of Chan and Huayan in the context of intellectual religion climate of his time. He was both a recipient of and a great contributor to the development of the new forms of indigenous Buddhism. Song Mi had his feet well planted in both the scholastic and the meditational streams of Buddhism, to the extent that he would later be counted as a patriarch of both the Huayan school and Heze line, Heze school of the Chan. He was, like many other Korean monks who he influenced, deeply interested in both practical and doctrinal aspects of Buddhism. I find this is really helpful if we can have some doctrinal study of Buddhism, also have some practical, you know, experience of the Buddhism too. That's why I'm sharing here. I like to study sutras to see how the the sages expressed their enlightenment, you know, and we can learn a lot. So even Bodhidharma, the first patriarch of Chan, said 二入, so 理入和行入. So we enter the ultimate truth by theory or principle, noumenon. That's the first entering of the ultimate truth. There's a second one. The second one is 理入, 行入 and 理入. So 行入 is mean you have practical experience of the ultimate truth too. Uh, so the practical and doctrine aspect of Buddhism is a good combination, especially is concerned about the means for the harmonization of the views of those who tended toward exclusivity, exclus- exclusivity uh, in either directions. Let's continue on page 23. So let me study the major text of the Chinese Buddhism. Okay, this time. You see, Zongmi both study Huayan, the Flower Garden Sutra, the Awakening of Faith, and the Diamond Sutra, but the Sutra of Perfect Enlightenment was the centerpiece of Zongmi. So his major exegesis of the sutra was his great commentary on the Sutra of the Perfect Enlightenment. 华严经大书, or 圆觉经大书, sorry, during the course of the composition of which he wrote an extensive series of related arrangements, outlines, and sub-commentaries. So his commentary praised the Sutra of Perfect Enlightenment as a text that offered both philosophical and practical dimensions, a clear and concise description of the attitudes and the mechanics related to meditation practice, along with solid grounding in awakening of Mahayana faith and Huayan or flower garland metaphysical and soteriological principles. You see, the Sutra of Perfect Enlightenment was much shorter and much concise than Huayan Sutra, the Flower Garden Sutra, and the Surangama Sutra. That's why we study these shorter and concise sutras. But the Sutra of Perfect Enlightenment offered more variety in terms of both philosophy and meditation techniques than the Diamond Sutra. You see, that's why we start here. So, hi, Indian trader. Sorry, I just so we are studying the Sutra of Perfect Enlightenment, page 24. So keep reading the Sutra of Perfect Enlightenment in Korea before Kiwa. So Kiwa is the write this commentary of this book of this Sutra of Perfect Enlightenment. We are studying his commentary by Kiwa now. So on page 25, about Buddhism in Korea. Anyway, we don't pay close attention here. Keep reading. Is First appearance of the Sutra of Perfect Enlightenment in Korea, page 27 now. It's interesting here, there's a paragraph in page 29. Good sounds. It is like a pure mani pearl which reflects the five colors. Depending upon its surroundings, the foolish see that pearl as really having those colors. Good sounds. It is same with the pure nature of perfect enlightenment. It appears in people's bodies and minds according to their individual type. Yet these fools say that pure perfect enlightenment really has body and mind. Mm, very good. So the pure consciousness or pure awareness has no ego, has no limited body and mind, but is expressed in a singly finite body mind. Once you realize we are the body mind, every individual's body mind, everybody, okay. Now we have 7 billion people. If you count back to 10,000 years ago, roughly there's 110 billion human beings have been walking on planet Earth. 110 billion. Now we have 7 billion. So this 110 billion people's mind is just a teeny tiny expression of this infinite cosmic consciousness. And we are talking about it now. Through this seemingly limited body mind, we are talking about infinite consciousness and awareness now, and we are that. We are not small. Human beings are never small. So the money pearl represents pure, empty, enlightened mind, which varies in manifestation according to its function. In the following section of the same text, so we're page 29, okay? An ancient teacher said, when there is no place for the deluded mind, that is body, buddhi, body tree, the body, the wisdom. Samsara and nirvana are originally equal. The Sutra of Perfect Enlightenment says, good sounds, since the illusory body of this sentient being vanishes, the illusory mind also vanishes. Since the illusory mind vanishes, illusory objects also vanish. Since illusory objects vanish, illusory vanishing also vanishes. Illusory vanishing also vanishes. Since illusory vanishing vanishes, non-illusion does not vanish. It is like polishing a mirror. When filth is gone, its brightness naturally appears. Actually, you don't need to polish the mirror. The mirror is always clean and pure. It's 本来无一物，何处染尘埃? So we are originally pure. How could mental dust defile this pure mirror or pure mind? 本来无一物，何处染尘埃? As the sixth patriarch said, so beautiful, so beautiful. Songs, all sentient beings fall into various inverted views without beginning, just like a disoriented person who confuses the four directions. They mistakenly fall, so we're page 29, 30 now, elements as attributes of their bodies and the conditioned shadows of the six objects as attributes of the mind. 六尘缘影，四大假合. Wow. So our six senses are conditioned shadows of this Mani pearl. Mani pearl is a metaphor for the pure awareness, which is infinite big and infinite small, a pearl without boundary, transparent, without any obstructions, and we are that. Wow, it is like when our eyes are diseased, and when we see flowers in the sky, like cataracts, okay, floaters of the cataract eyes, and a patient with a cataract eye problem. Similarly, similarly, when the sky flowers disappear from the sky, we cannot say there is a definite point of their disappearance. Why? Because there is no point at which they arise. So it's just a fake rope, and we mistakenly think it is a snake. Once you know it's just a rope, all your fears gone, all your ignorance gone. You see, all sentient beings falsely perceive rising and ceasing within the condition of non-arising. Nothing arises, so nothing disappears either, right? Therefore, that they say there's a transmigration through life and the death. Life, birth, and death are illusory. Nothing really is born, and so nothing would be die. Birthless, deathless, everlasting suchness. This is Thich Nhat Hanh said this too. A birthless, deathless existence. It's not. It's not even an existence anymore. Existence means you have to stand out of something. We are originally is self. Thich Nhat Hanh. So let's go on page 30. We're still page 30. Okay, almost time. Let's go a little bit 31 now here. A lot of historical matters you see here. So do you want to go on 32? We are not even the main content yet. Okay. So page 32 is the about Kiwa, humble Takchung. 1376 to 1433. So in this, you see there's the third is Yuan dynasty. Yuan dynasty around around 13th century to 16th century, and Kiwa traveled to Yuan dynasty or in traveled to China. Lingji school. Okay. Let's go on. So page 32 now. 53. You see at page 35, Kiwa's main works, commentary on the Sutra of Perfect Enlightenment. That's why we are studying his commentary in this book, in this Sutra of the Perfect Enlightenment now. Let's go on. Let's see how many. Page 37. Okay, maybe we can stop here at the page 37. Tomorrow we'll finish, we go on with the 38. And in the 37, there's today we started, I will paste a lot of the most important contents of today's teaching or studying. Okay, so see you tomorrow night. Thank you.